Well, a frigid start in some portions of the area for this morning, but we'll see temperatures at normal today and then warm things up as we head on through tomorrow. I'm Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Stell here with your Tuesday morning web forecast, and my theme for this week is a little bit more each day, a little bit more cloud cover and a little bit warmer as far as temperatures are concerned. Finally, by the time we hit the weekend, though, we're going to be looking at a wonderful weather weekend with sunshine and temps into the 70s. So definitely well above normal, taking us almost 20 degrees above normal for temperatures this weekend. Again, clouds kind of building in as we go on through the morning hours here, giving us some filtered sunshine. Seasonal temperatures, mid to upper 50s for highs today. Partly cloudy skies at worst with milder conditions overnight tonight. Not talking 20s like this morning. How about temps into the upper 30s and low 40s? And then as we go on through our day tomorrow, mixture of sun and clouds, probably a little bit more cloud cover further to the south you are, but temperatures even a little bit warmer, making our way into the mid to upper 60s for highs tomorrow. Well, last 24 hours has pretty much been normal for us here in eastern Carolina. 54 is where we topped out at yesterday, right on the mark. 35 is where we got down to this morning. That's 1 degree above where we should be for this time of year. And in case you're wondering, as far as our rainfall is concerned for the month of January, running about a 1/3 inch below normal, and really don't see a whole lot of rainfall potentially coming our way as we go on through the majority of this week. That may change, though, the middle to the end of next week as the cold air reinvades. Here's what we are tracking. We are watching some of the high mid-level clouds kind of streaming in from the southwest here. Now, here's our problem, though. We've got a high pressure centered off the Virginia Capes right now with a low-level northeasterly wind. So it's dry and cool air coming in at the lowest 2,000 to 3,000 feet of the atmosphere. Meanwhile, up at around 15,000 to 25,000 feet, we've got a southwesterly wind. So that's bringing the warmth and the moisture out of the Gulf of Mexico. So as a result, we are looking at warm, moist air over cool, dry air. And that's why we are going to see the cloud cover over the next couple days here kind of build in. Now, the clouds are from a developing storm system down in the Gulf of Mexico region, all being caused by the upper level low that is now working its way through northern Mexico, and that is going to generate that storm across the coastal bend of Texas and gradually move up through the mid-Mississippi Valley west of the mountains as we head on through tomorrow and going into Thursday. Meanwhile, you can see the fire hose of moisture coming into the Pacific Northwest. So what we were worried about last week was these two jet streams, the northern branch across the Pacific Northwest, the southern branch down over Mexico, phasing or joining together. Not the case. They're stayed separate, and as a result, we've got a storm with a bowling ball, as we call it, working through the desert southwest. That's what's going to bring this warm storm our way as we head on in through Wednesday and Thursday. But for us, with it staying west of the mountains, it's not only a warm storm, but mainly a dry storm here. So here's how the jet stream does look here. Again, up around 25,000, 35,000 feet. We've got this southwesterly flow bringing the warm air with it. Excessive cold air stays bottled up in Canada. And watch right here. This is our upper level low, cutoff low that we're talking about here, generating the surface low here in Texas. That'll ride up west of the mountains as this upper level low rides along with it. So as a result here, that lifts out, and you can already see our nice warm upper level ridge off the southeast coast starting to flex back off to the north and the west. As that gets in here, we stay with the west southwesterly winds at the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere. So we keep the rain out to our west and keep the warmth here over eastern Carolina. As we head into this weekend, the upper level ridge kind of centers itself right along the eastern seaboard here. So as a result, all that warmth coming right out of the Gulf of Mexico. Next charge of cold air coming down the central plains, and eventually late next week going into the following week will erase this upper level ridge and finally allow that cold air for us lovers of winter type weather for us here in eastern Carolina. We may see some of that as we go through the 3rd and 4th week of January, especially as we head into February. Here's what Future Track has to show for the day today. Again, low-level northeasterly winds, keeping the dry, cooler air in here as we go on through the day today. Filtered sunshine, mixture of sun and clouds, however you want to term it. We'll pretty much see the same thing for tomorrow as these little upper disturbances at the jet stream, these vortmax, work their way on through. As we go on through the day tomorrow, we'll see, again, a mixture of sun and clouds, a little bit more sunshine further north and east you go, a little bit more cloud cover south and west. And then eventually that storm system forms and lifts off towards our west as we go in through Thursday. Again, you can kind of see that rainfall out there through West Tennessee, Arkansas, Missouri, but not going to be much of an influence on our weather here, other than as finally the front comes eastbound on Friday, could be a spotty shower or sprinkle or two around. But again, as I said, each day a little bit more cloud cover than the previous one, but yet also a little bit warmer, although we do see a little bit of a setback in here on Thursday. And then by the time we hit the weekend, it's wonderful weather for the weekend with temps and sunshine into the mid-70s. Have yourself a good Tuesday. I'm Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Still.